Mindanao Daily. Mindanao Daily. Mindanao Daily. Watch us. Mindanao Daily. Mindanao Daily. Mindanao Daily.
MDNN inspired.
Mindanao Daily. Mindanao Daily. Mindanao Daily.
MDNN inspired.
Watch us anytime, anywhere. Pwede nimo makita sa digital o papel. Mga balita na masaligan para sa katawan. Serbisyo publiko, aksyon, edukasyon sa tanan.
Sita na mo ba'y diri sa mong syudad? Makasin natin mong inamigong way paglubad. Laag divisoria, uban ng higala ay nakatingala, tsada ni diri
Mindanao Daily. Mindanao Daily. Mindanao Daily.
MDNN inspired.
Mindanao Daily. Mindanao Daily. Mindanao Daily.
MDNN inspired.
Gigutom ka? Food trip ta. Pag humantanaw sa kumbira, bisag asa, panalugara, agrikultura, pasiugda.
Wow, Mindanao, nakapost sa social media. Local artist, MDN mo suporta. Soundtrack mga old and new na sonata. The local scene, Ribbon City, Bantugchada.
Mindanao Daily. Mindanao Daily. Mindanao Daily.
MDNN inspired.
Mindanao Daily. Mindanao Daily. Mindanao Daily.
MDNN inspired.
One tips inside the court, harapang usapan. Iba't ibang drills na sa sports na tambayan. Ulitan, tawanan, mapadrama o halika. Sa hatok trending, mga issue't mga chika. Wait, if you're bored, well no more. Maghikay tapo streaming sa The Home Show. Kada info nakadyarias for show. We innovate, inform, and inspire. Yes sir.
Mindanao Daily. Mindanao Daily. Mindanao Daily.
MDNN inspired.
Mindanao Daily. Mindanao Daily. Mindanao Daily.
MDNN inspired.
MDNN. Presenting Mindanao to global windows of social media.
Maayong buntag, Cagayan de Oro.
Good morning, Real Estate!
I'm your host, Alex Zeta.
And I am James Haliasgo. And welcome to the Homeshow Unlimited!
Want to invest in a house but don't know if you can afford it? Or have you always thought that buying a property is a bit overwhelming because of the high price point? If you answered yes to these questions, then this vlog is for you. Hey guys, Alex here. Welcome back to my channel, a channel about real estate, personal finance, and business. In today's video, I will be discussing the 5 types of real estate financing that developers offer and the pros and cons of each. After watching this vlog, you will know the different types of financing options available so you can pick what is best for you. There are 5 types of financing options available in buying real estate. So the first is cash. A cash purchase is when you pay for the total contract price in full within 30 days from reserving the property. Usually, cash payments come with a discount of anywhere between 5 to 12% of the net contract price, depending on the developer. Quick lesson in real estate terms, the TCP or total contract price is the entire selling price of the property, and the net total contract price or NTCP is the price of the property less taxes. Usually, taxes consist of about 12% of the NTCP, 8 to 12%. So, tax payment goes to BIR. So, the commission of your agent or broker is based on the net total contract price. Now, the pros for a cash purchase is, of course, the discount. As I mentioned, you will get a discount of anywhere between 5 to 12%. So, for example, if the NTCP or the net total contract price of the property is 5 million, so if the discount is 10%, 5 million times 10%, that's already a 500,000 peso discount on your investment. So, the net amount that you would then be paying for would be 4.5 million instead of 5 million. The con, though, is that in cash payment, the property needs to be paid outright. So if you don't have the funds, then you won't be able to do this. Or there will also be opportunity loss on your part since your funds will now be tied up with the property. Now, who is this for? This would be a viable option only for buyers who have cash to spare. Now let's go to the second type of financing, deferred cash. So deferred cash is a mode of payment wherein you pay off the full amount in installments over a short period of time at 0 interest. Usually, developers give between 24 to 36 months for a deferred cash payment. So let's go to the pros and cons. So the pro is, of course, since there is no interest, you can save on bank interest. But the cons is that it's payable in a short period of time, so that means you will have big monthly payments. So for instance, you have a property, you're buying a property with a total contract price of 5 million. You divide that by 24 months, so that's 208,333 per month. However, if you paid for that property via bank financing, let's see how much you would have paid in the span of your loan. So let's say the total contract price is the same at 5 million, equity is 10%, that's 500,000. So your loanable amount is 4.5 million. Now, if the interest is 6% and you are choosing a term of 10 years, then the monthly equity for 10 years would then be 49,958 per month. The interest paid over a span of 10 years would amount to 1.4 million. So total that you would have paid for the property would be 5.9 million. So as you can see on the table, you get a 4.5 million loan at 6% interest over a span of 10 years. Like I mentioned, your total interest paid at the end of 10 years would be around 1.4. And if you paid for the entire amount in deferred cash, you would have saved 1.4. So of course, you'll need also to consider your financial situation. Can you use the money for something else that can give you a higher return than 6% per annum? If the answer is yes, then by all means go for bank financing, because at the end of the day, there's no right or wrong financing option. It will depend on what fits your financial situation best. For instance, a client of mine bought a unit in Century Tower 7 years ago. She chose the deferred cash option. Now, she's an entrepreneur with high monthly income. She earns at least a couple million pesos per month, so she can very much afford the 100,000+ monthly payments for her Century unit. So she could actually have paid for the unit in cash, but since the condo was still being built, she opted for the deferred cash option. So who is this for? It is for buyers who have high monthly income and don't want to do bank financing because they want to save on the interest. The third option is in-house financing. So this is the financing option offered by developers to buyers who don't get approved for bank financing. Instead of getting a loan at a separate financing institution, the developer will be the one to give you a loan. Not all developers offer this option though, so it will depend on the developer if this option is available or not. In-house financing comes with very high annual interest at between 15 to 20% per annum. So the pro of this type of financing is that the buyer can avail of the financing despite being disapproved by the bank, so we can still buy the property that they want. But the con is, of course, the high interest rate. So who is this for? It's for buyers who have regular monthly income and can afford to pay for the mortgage but lack the necessary requirements needed to get a bank approval. I don't usually recommend this to my clients though, because the interest rate is quite steep. It will take you forever to pay off your loan with such a high interest rate. So only choose this financing method if you really need to. Fourth type of financing is bank financing. So this is a financing option wherein the buyer obtains a loan from the bank for the purpose of buying a property. Before granting approval, the bank will first request for requirements such as 2 valid IDs, income documents, to screen if the borrower is capable of paying for the loan. It's the financing option that most buyers go for, but because they don't have a bulk cash out. The equity can be paid in installment, and once it's fully paid and the house is constructed, they will then start paying for the monthly amortization at the bank. With all home loans, there needs to be collateral. Most of the time, the collateral used is the property you'll be purchasing. So once the loan is released, the title will be held by the bank as collateral. They will release it once the loan is paid for. If the buyer cannot pay for 3 months straight, the bank will issue a notice of foreclosure. Now, the advantage of this type of financing though is that banks offer longer payment terms. So it's 20 years for house and lot, 15 years for condo and lot only. Also, you can fully pay your loan at any time and make advance payments. The cons is, of course, you'll need to pay interest on your loan, but of course this is understandable because this is how banks make money. Usually the interest is about 5 to 8% depending on the inflation rate. So it's very minimal compared to in-house financing though. So the pro for bank financing are, of course, stretched payment term. You can pay it within 15 to 20 years. The cons are the interest rates. Another pro though is that it can be fully paid at any time. So you can save on interest if you pay off your loan earlier. And then the fifth type of financing is Pag-ibig financing. So the Pag-ibig Fund housing loan allows you to borrow up to 6 million to purchase a residential lot, house and lot, or condo unit. You may also secure a loan for house construction, home improvement, or renovation, or even to refinance an existing housing loan. The difference between bank and Pag-ibig financing is the lender. The banks are privately owned corporations, while Pag-ibig or HDMF is backed by the government. They have a similar process flow, but Pag-ibig has more requirements compared to the banks. Since their accreditation requirements are also more rigid than banks, they are often not accredited with developers unless it's a socialized housing project. So again, the main financing options are cash, deferred cash, in-house financing, bank financing, and Pag-ibig financing. When it comes to the type of financing, there's really no right or wrong choice. It will depend on what will fit you best. What I do with my clients is that I assess their financial situation and I recommend what option is best for them. If you have more questions regarding financing, you can ask them directly in the comment section below or contact me for a consultation. As always, I'll see you in my next video.
Diri sa Quezon na upholstery, nag-offer mi og serbisyo sama sa car seat cover, car tent, car matting, car siding, car ceiling, trapal, sala set repair, re-upholstery og motorcycle camelback type. Please come and visit diri sa Quezon na Upholstery Services. Dapit siya sa Tablon, Porok 6 Highway, Cagayan de Oro City.
Hi, I'm Carl Ferentino. Welcome sa Cafe de Silva. Nami coffee, napod mi milk tea,
ug napod may burgers and pizzas. Located mi sa Pilaes Boulevard, Liceo Arcade. Visit na din sa Cafe de Silva. Ali na!